One decision, one signature, and the world is never the same again. History is often taught as a long chain of events, stretched across years, decades, even centuries. But when you look closer, you realize something unsettling. Many of the most important moments in human history were not slow. They were not gradual. They happened in silence, inside a room, with a single pen touching paper. A signature is a small act. It takes only seconds, yet its consequences can last for generations. In 1919, after the devastation of World War I, world leaders gathered to decide the future of Europe. The war had ended, but peace had not yet begun. Inside the Palace of Versailles, a document was placed on a table, the Treaty of Versailles. When the signatures were written, borders were redrawn, economies were shattered, and a defeated nation was humiliated. That single agreement, meant to secure peace, planted the seeds of an even greater war. 20 years later, the world would burn again. One signature did not end history, it redirected it. In 1938, another decision was made under the illusion of peace, the Munich Agreement. Leaders believed that by signing away part of Czechoslovakia, they could prevent conflict. The ink was barely dry when it became clear. The decision did not stop war. It encouraged it. A piece of paper signed in good faith or fear gave power to aggression. Millions would pay the price. But not all signatures bring destruction. Some change the world in quieter, deeper ways. In 1863, during the bloodiest conflict in American history, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. With that decision, millions of enslaved people were declared free. The signature did not end suffering overnight. It did not erase injustice, but it shifted the moral direction of a nation. Sometimes history changes not because everything becomes better, but because a line is finally crossed. In 1989, a different kind of decision unfolded without a single dramatic announcement. The Berlin Wall, a symbol of division for decades, fell after a series of political miscalculations and delayed decisions. No grand treaty caused it, no formal declaration, just hesitation, confusion, and a failure to give clear orders. And yet, in that moment, history cracked open. Families reunited, an era ended. Sometimes history changes, not because someone signs, but because they don't. Then there are decisions made far from cameras, far from public memory. In 1962, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, the world stood on the edge of nuclear annihilation. Leaders exchanged letters. Generals demanded action. One decision, one command, could have ended civilization. But a signature was delayed. A launch order was not given. A moment of restraint saved the world. History did not record a treaty that day. It recorded survival. What makes these moments terrifying is not their complexity. It is their simplicity. A pen, a page, a choice. Behind every signature is a human being, tired, afraid, confident, arrogant, hopeful. And once the decision is made, there is no undo button. Armies move, borders shift, lives are changed forever. We like to believe history is inevitable, that events unfold as they must. But the truth is more fragile. History is shaped by moments where someone could have decided differently. A signature could have been delayed, a document rewritten, a meeting canceled. And that means history is not just something that happened. It is something that keeps happening, right now. Somewhere decisions are being made, papers are being signed, agreements are being reached or broken. And years from now, people will look back and say, everything changed there. Not because of a battle, not because of a speech, but because of one decision and one signature.